What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass Aquarium's my channel, and we're looking at a species special tonight. And I wanted to go with one thing, wanted to go with another thing, but I went for the Precox Rainbow. Beautiful rainbow fish. You guys all know I love rainbow fish. This guy is especially beautiful. Very tough to find around here. I found 3 at my local fish store, and I scooped up all 3 because I have not been able to find them anywhere else, with, exception of ordering them online. But you know how expensive that can get. So, species special tonight. One of my favorite rainbows, probably my second favorite rainbow, is the Praecox Rainbow. Absolutely beautiful. His dorsal fins, which he has 2, are all, like most rainbows, are all red. His whole body is this beautiful, shimmering, bluish silver. It's just absolutely beautiful. And it's a great fish to watch. Bomb around your tank. He sticks with his other brothers, and they're just, really, really, here's one right here, really pretty to watch. Now, got my cheat sheets as usual. Pretty soon you're going to have a species special where we'll memorize all this stuff and I won't need to read it. But the Praecox Rainbow, also known as the Neon Rainbow or Dwarf Rainbowfish, Dwarf Neon Rainbowfish. And it was first discovered in 1922 and first introduced into the aquarium hobby in 1992, which, well, I feel old, but it doesn't seem all that long ago. And they're found in small, lush jungle streams in western New Guinea, the Mumbaramo region of West Papua New Guinea. Now, these rainbow fish, they love clear water. They love moving water, like all rainbow fish. Love to have currents to swim in, back and forth. They are a great community fish. Most of my fish you'll see on my specials are all community fish. You want to have a nice balanced tank with a great amount of community fish. You don't want fish fighting with each other. You don't want fish that aren't supposed to be with each other, and they stress out and they get ick, or they just they die on you. But they like water between 75 and 82 degrees, which most of us, if you're keeping tropical fish, is right around where your temp's going to be. My temp's right around 81, 82, so perfect for these guys. Their pH is around 6.5. Now, that being said, my pH is right around 7.2 on the dot. Test it all the time. Comes in the same, so my pH is stable, and these guys are completely fine with it. They do adjust well to anybody's aquarium. I would, not anybody's, but I would say for the majority they adjust well to a well-balanced aquarium. Now, they do like lush, heavily planted tanks. I recommend if you have any rainbow, you want a planted tank. They do love the planted tank. And I would also recommend, which it doesn't say here, that you keep them in a minimum of 20 to 30 gallons with a length of at least 30, I would say 30 to 36 inches. Rainbow fish need a lot of room to swim around. They're not like your average fish that can just float around and cruise. These rainbows, all types of rainbows, need to swim back and forth, back and forth. They love these circulation pumps. They love fast flowing because they come from rivers. They love to swim back and forth. They need a lot of room to swim. What else we got here? Feeding. Most rainbows, they like a high veggie diet, but they're also going to eat, they're an omnivore, so they're going to eat all sorts of stuff. I feed them bloodworms and brine shrimp with also omega-1 veggie flakes and omega-1 protein flakes. They do, as most rainbows, they do not, that's why probably they're called dwarf rainbows, dwarf neon rainbows, is they do not get very big, as you can see in the tank. I mean, this is, they're adults right now. This is the max size they're going to get. Maybe, you say 2.5 inches. They're not going to grow any bigger than that, which is nice because they're beautiful. They're not, Bosmanis are going to get huge. Turquoise, they're going to get huge. These guys stay nice and small. They do not really get any bigger than that. As far as sexing them, males and females, your males are going to be more depth in the body, females are going to be more slender. Now with a lot of rainbows, the color variation will differ, but with these Praecox rainbows, their color variation doesn't differ too much. You're going to see a male is going to have a real fat body and a female is going to be more slender. Now I have 3 males in my tank. I have not found a female Praecox rainbow. I cannot find them anywhere. I'm sure I can get them online, but I cannot find them anywhere. I have 3 males and they all school together. Obviously they all school with the other rainbows, and very, very happy fish, very exciting fish to watch bomb around your tank, and no matter how many fish you have, you know, they always stay with each other, which is weird. The different species of rainbows schooling together, they seem to stay together most. What else we got here? Now, Wikipedia, which I'm trying to get a lot of my research from. I do a lot of research. One of these days I'll have it all memorized for you. They say, you know, they do like pellet food, they do like flake food, they love live food. I feed all my fish freeze-dried brine shrimp and bloodworms. And they say to feed 2 to 3 times a day. Now I feed my fish once a day, maybe twice a day. Always in the morning, sometimes at night, you know, when I get home from work. But you know, when they're in the wild, they're gonna take what they can get. Some days they might not eat for, you know, a whole day or 2 days. So I try to simulate that. You know, the more you feed your fish, the more they're gonna eat, the more waste they're gonna create. If you're gonna feed them, they're gonna eat. You know, there's no need to feed them 3, 4, 5 times a day. You put some food in there, they're gonna eat it all up. 10 minutes later, you put some more food in there, most likely they're going to eat it all up. They're just going to keep eating. So I'd recommend feeding your fish. Rainbows like to eat from the top of the tank. Now when I sprinkle my food in, I usually sprinkle it some in the middle of the tank and try to let it fall for some of these other slow-moving fish. And I let all the fish food lay on top, because the rainbows are going to scoop up, they're going to swim right up to the top, and they're going to pick it off the top. And keep coming up, coming down, clean it off the top. That's how they eat. What Wikipedia says, now we're done with these sheets, you know, one of these days I won't need those, is that you want to do a 25 to 50% water change minimum weekly for rainbows. For Precox rainbows, they like clean water. Now, I do a 50% water change, 40-50% water change once every 7 to 10 days. I used to do multiple water changes a week, but you know how that can get. And my tank is plenty of circulation and heavily planted. The water is very, very clean. I'm doing some experiments to see what I can get away with as far as water changes go. But I do like a 40 to 50% water change every 7 to 10 days, and I've never had a problem with these guys. I've had these Praecox for 5 months, the whole time I've had my tank, and they're still thriving and they're doing unbelievable. Now, they are extremely beautiful and just a little bit different than most rainbows. They have the same basic outline, but they're smaller and their bodies are fatter, and they just shimmer a really lot. When the light hits them right, they absolutely look gorgeous. If you can find these in your local fish store, pick them up. They're not as difficult to take care of as Wikipedia or someone might say they are to take care of. They are very easy to take care of. They're great community fish. They're going to get along with all your other fish in your tank. They are fast moving, so if you have some slow moving fish, you know, maybe they'll startle them, but they're going to get used to that anyway. These guys are more fast moving than all my other rainbows. As you can, if you're watching them, as you can pick them out right here, you know, they're going to go back and forth. They're very, very hyper. And that's the way they've always been. What else we got to say about these guys? Besides the fact that they're gorgeous and they're extremely hard to find, get them if you can get them. They're absolutely beautiful. I got them at my local fish store, and I have not seen them carry them since. Now, they only had 3 when I got there. Now, I buy all my fish at Oceans of Pets, and my boy Mike down there, the owner, he'll take care of me. He'll pick up whatever he can, and I've asked him to get these a few times, and he can't find them either. So if you can find them, or maybe whatever state you're in, if you can get them, because they're great fish to have, great community fish, and great for your tank. So, that's the Praecox Rainbow, one of my favorite rainbows. As you know, all my rainbows are my favorite, but these guys are probably my second favorite. Maybe because they're so rare, but they're also so beautiful. And that's it. Hopefully you'll comment, subscribe. If you have Praecox rainbows and you love them, give me a thumbs up and comment. Tell me how much you love them. And comment on what you'd like my next species special to be. Alright, this is Mike from Mass, and I hope you got some info that you needed. And I'm out.